In the sad event that President Ruto wins a second term, either legitimately or through dubious means, these are the 4 things that you can expect to happen. Number 1, you will be taxed directly from your bank accounts and mobile phones, be it MPESA or Airtel money. So long as uko under the Payments Association of Kenya, lazima serikali italamba hiyo pesa kidogo. And that law is going to be passed this year. In fact, what's the date today? 22nd. It's going to be passed within the next 3 days. In fact, here is John Mbadi already bragging about it.
If you allow people to keep their financial records, no one will pay taxes. Financial record, there is nothing secret about financial record. We are not asking you about who is your boyfriend or your girlfriend. KRA will not come for that. Those are now private information. But financial data and statistics should be clear. That is why even companies, today if I ask you, for example, Equity, if Equity decides that they want to keep their financial data secret, that they don't want to declare how much they have made in terms of interest on loans, who will pay tax in this country? And yet, there are people who have been hiding behind data privacy not to declare other sources of income they have. You find people having billions of shillings, millions of shillings in their accounts, and they are filing nil return. They are filing nil return that a whole year they have made zero return. Nothing. They have not made any money. Yet, they have 50 million, they are going to buy an apartment. How unfair can that be?
Now take note, that law, unless sijui tupige maandamano kali or what happens, jua watu hawezi sikiza. But if that law passes on Monday, you have nothing to worry about for now. It won't be enacted. Si wanataka kura yako. They want your vote. They don't want to pinch your MPESA, your Airtel money, or anything from your bank account. Because they know you will not vote for them. So they'll pass it, but not implement it. After they steal or win a second term, whichever way it goes, now they will enact when they don't need you. So let us just be wise, usingoje hiyo wakati, tujitetee na mapema, tupige kura in accordance to what we are seeing them passing. Kama utaki MPESA yako iguzwe, enda piga 1 term. Another thing you probably need to know in regards to your mambo ya taxation kwa MPESA na bank accounts, the government can only tax money that is moving digitally from phone to phone, account to account, because they can monitor. They are forcing banks to comply, MPESA and Airtel money to comply. But kama unatumia cash, they have no way to track you. That is why mara mingi ukikula chips in town wanakuambia hatutaki hiyo MPESA yako, enda toa pesa, kuja na pesa. So guess what will happen? There'll be less money in circulation. The government printer will intentionally reduce the amount of money they are printing, forcing everybody to now start moving to the digital space. Kauna lipa ni MPESA, Airtel money, Visa card, and so on and so forth. So be very wary, that one is coming if we don't do something about it at the ballot or within the next 3 days. Number 2, Ruto will likely repeat what Uhuru Kenyatta did in 2017. You see, after Uhuru won his second term, he no longer needed his friends. That's why he impeached Sonko, fired Rashid Echesa, froze Gachagwa's money, and so on and so forth. You can expect that same kind of attitude from William Ruto if we foolishly let him get a second term. And many will be shocked. Unajua hata Uhuru used to talk lightly. And in that same week mtu anaenda nyumbani. Anakuona unapiga siasa na wewe ni CS, anakufukuza. Yet in the first term ulikuwa unapiga siasa. Just listening to what Uhuru said about Rashid Echesa before firing him.
Na mimi nimewaambia, na hata leo nimekuwa na baraza ya waziri, na nimewaambia, wewe kama huko tayari kufanyia wananchi kazi na jukumu lako ni siasa, piga about turn. Vijana niko nao wengi ambao wako tayari kufanya kazi. Tunaelewana? Tunaelewana? Au mwasemaji jameni? Mnakubaliana na mimi? Yetu sisi ni kazi. Wakuje hapa Kitengela, wawaulize nyinyi shida yenu ni nini, wawaulize tabu za Kitengela ni gani, na sisi kama serikali tutawasaidia kwa njia gani. Sio kuja hapa kuwaletea porojo na siasa ya dunia ambayo hakuna kitu ambayo itasaidia mtu.
So CSs, be advised. Many of you will be tamacking with your CVs if Ruto is re-elected. Number 3, borrowing will be at an all-time high. You see, already internal borrowing is at 7.6 trillion. External borrowing is at 5 trillion. Cumulative total 12.6 trillion. By the end of William Ruto's second term, you'll be staring at 20 trillion in debt with zero projects to show for it other than Talanta Stadium. This is the kind of people we are dealing with. Wanaomba pesa alafu wanakwambia hiyo tumeomba kulipa ile loan ya Uhuru. Then why is it ballooning? If you are borrowing to pay a loan, why is it ballooning? Why can't it stay the same or slightly go lower? Because we're also paying taxes as the years go by. The reason is because they are looting, they are misusing the money, wanaenda kufanya empowerment, handout na vitu zingine za kishenzi ambayo haisaidii nchi hata kidogo. So in case you don't want that, and I bet you don't, tafadhali tayarisha kitambulisho yako, voters card, do what you must at the ballot. Number 4, abductions will be at an all-time high. You see, right now you can criticize the government and get away with it. Bora usitumie AI, hizo ndo vitu zinawababaisha sana. Although hata hiyo wameanza kuzoea polepole. But after 2027, ukiongea mbaya, missing. If you expose anything critical, missing. Ukiangalia mtu yoyote kwa serikali vibaya, missing. I mean, why else do you think Rivayala was so popular in Uhuru's second term? And because of hiyo kukosana yake na Ruto is how we came to learn about the Special Service Unit, which was under the DCI George Kinoti, which was under Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Though I don't know if Matiang'i was aware, but I believe there's a chain of command. Sasa hii 2 term ikikuja ikue, which river will we be talking about? Is it River Athi? Question mark. So let us do what is right, and by the way, what is right is relative. Kama unaona 2 term ndo what is right, let me not stop you. Go vote your conscience. But for me, I believe that is a great mistake, and 1 term is the way to go. So that personally, hata si mambo na hii serikali sana. Hii serikali ina misbehave, ni ukweli. Lakini we are going to have other governments in future, and we need to set the precedent. Ukicheza na sisi, 1 term. Hata ikuwe ni huyo Kalonzo ama Matiang'i ama ni Rigathi Gachagua, wakicheza 1 term. So that leaders can finally take the people seriously and know that power is not with them. Handouts will not rescue them. That is what we generally want. Anyway, let me not say beyond that. I believe my message has been put across using the least time possible. Now, having said that, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.